So, and when it comes to stuff like this is what we've always talked about for years on the pod. We got this thing going over here at the circus, and what's going on right here, da 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 da, which is fine to talk about. It's cool, but then we have these things right here that, for one, I think it's good that it's coming out. Two, this is gonna mean probably inflation probably gonna go up because Trump is in competition with people trying to get the tariffs. And if you're familiar with the tariffs, Canada said they don't want to play. Mexico said they don't want to play. China said they don't want to play. And so now they're going to hike up prices, whatever that we get from them, and it's going to take. But let's say for our children or 5 or 10 years down the road, we have no income tax. The IRS is abolished. You know what I'm saying? Could it be better for us in the long term? But will we suffer right now, you know what I'm saying, in the short term for that? I would say yes. Like I said, I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. But with anything, I think you got to endure sometimes. Like I said, even in my current situation, as far as employment and all that stuff, it's it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's uncomfortable. Yet it's almost just pretty much almost like a reset. You know what I'm saying? As far as mentally, thinking wise, even financially and stuff. And I think America, in a lot of ways, is going to be going through something similar to that, which I think a lot of it is for the greater good. We can get into Elon Musk and the other stuff he's get into and stuff like that. But as far as auditing the IRS and auditing the government and all this stuff like that, this is stuff that I think we've talked about, at least a lot of black people that I know, for years, because we knew that the system has always been corrupt. We know that even I thought a lot of times, I was like, how are we trillions of dollars in debt? And we're, you know what I'm saying? So now we're seeing some of these trillions of dollars going to foreign countries in Ukraine and, giving people chargers. There's some of the things talk about giving people chargers and other stuff that costs, it's like, it's just wasted money. You know what I'm saying? So now it's more so like, okay, to clean it up, it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take, probably inflation may go up, because if we go through with the tariff stuff, it's gonna be a lot of stuff we get from Canada that is gonna come here. It's gonna be hiked up to a price, and so it's gonna be interesting, Rag. So I did definitely want to put that out there. I'm not sure if you have anything to add or say to that. But I thought it was interesting because I know you've always mentioned that we knew, like, the government, like all the taxes we have to pay, all the things, just like what Anton's saying. If we're off by a little bit on our taxes, or we just try to say a little bit, oh, we kind of, okay, I gave 12,000, but I really only gave 8. But the 12 will kind of make me go, you know what I'm saying? If they come audit me, oh, no, you're going to pay this fine. If you don't pay this fine, but this time you're gonna go to jail.
And then they're going, and then you ain't got to worry. They're gonna garnish your wages.
Yeah, and so either that, but we have people in the government that has been getting millions of dollars, and if people listen, no social security numbers are in that, right? So they're giving it to people that it cannot be traced. You know what I'm saying? Millions of dollars. We're talking about $1 billion a year. You're talking about $50 billion. In a calendar year, it's 52 weeks in a year. That breaks down to almost $1 billion a year, and a lot of it is wasted money, and it's really wasted money on our tax dollars.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, it sounds good that some of this stuff is kind of getting corrected, but we got to know what that correction is going to come with. It's probably some tough times as far as inflation and products and stuff like that coming toward the U.S.
To quote my homeboy, shout out to Melvin D. Berry, a.k.a. MT the Great. Never had the lie to make it right. I ain't the government. That was one of the lines from one of his songs. I mean, but they always got a lie to make it right, So I hear that stuff, I see it, but you know my take on it. Like, I don't trust anything that they're doing. It's always an extra motive or some underlying. Um, to your point, I feel like we're gonna suffer right now and somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be somebody waiting for us in the shower to drop the soap. You know what I'm saying? And it's just what it is. Um, so it's unfortunate that they've been getting over on us for years.
But we already knew that, though.
And they're going to continue
Yeah.
to do
We
that.
just didn't know how.
Because I mean, like, we're probably not even going to benefit from Social Security.
Yeah.
You know, and then they keep pushing the retirement age back because they know, generally, statistics show that most people within 3 years of retiring, they die. So now, and it wasn't that way when you can retire at 50-something. You had a whole nother, maybe 15, 20 years you good. You know what I'm saying? You getting your check, you chilling. In some cases, you starting another career. You might get you another 20 years somewhere else. Yeah. Like now, you can't retire till you damn near 70. Yeah. The life expectancy 68. So like, if my retirement age 67, I'm not even gonna benefit. So where does that money go? Because they're not paying it out to, your kids, your grandkids, your whoever you have in your family. They're still living like all of that money that you worked and put up and saved, 401k, IRA, whatever the case may be. They're like, oh, you know what? Because this person did all this, we're gonna make sure your generations are taken care of because you put the time in. Like, no, they get all that. Yeah. So, I mean, and it's just like with the insurance companies.